trace the history back to the 14th century, but since then we found out it dates right back to the 11th century. Initially set up by the monks for a crayfish farm, and then later for carp. The old mill house on the dam wall, originally a wool mill, and that, after a lot of hard work, has turned into a nice clubhouse and apartment, and fulfills all our customers' needs. Carp, when we bought the lake, due to the drain down system that was in place being broken, the lake hasn't been drained for over 28 years, so all the existing fish and that in the lake, well, which is of an unknown quantity, we estimated there to be roughly about 100 carp, going by what we've seen and caught in the first year before we've done any stockings. Since then we stocked a further 600 fish over a course of the last 6 years, so we estimate about 700 fish in there. The biggest that we know of are 2 fish at the moment, around about the 60-pound mark. Probably another 6 fish in the 50-pound mark, maybe a few more depending on what they've done over the winter. Probably I'd estimate minimum 30, probably as many as 40, 45 different 40 plus fish out there. Again, maybe even more, depending on what they've done through this winter. But there's a good head of big fish in the lake, and everything is going in the right direction. Nothing seems to have peaked yet. Everything is getting bigger, so a couple of years time. It's not for the beginner. It's not for I wouldn't say it's the type of lake you go on for your first holiday to France, unless you're an experienced guy in England that's looking for somewhere a bit more of a challenge. Plenty of space and time to, somewhere where you can put your own angling skills to the test, with the knowledge that there's big fish to be caught. You know, it's certainly not a runs water. You're not going to come here and catch 10 fish in a day. It's the sort of water where once you get to know it, once you get a feel for it, you can have some good results. It's a good 6-hour drive, but I think it's worth every hour, every minute spent on the road to get to somewhere like this, you know. Like I say, for those looking for a bit of space, a bit of tranquility, beautiful surroundings and everything else, I'd travel the extra mile, you know. Bit of use of a throwing stick come in handy depending on what swims you're in. Maximum sort of distances you'll be fishing, 150 yards, so yeah, a good throwing stick arm or a bait boat. When the pads are up on the lake in the summer, everything is pretty self-explanatory. You've got bays and areas, every swim's separated from the other, so nobody can really fish in anybody else's water, so it's up to you to get the fish come out. So yeah, for me, 20mm baits, they hang around the longest. The silverfish leave them alone and whatever else, and that seems to be the winning method on here. Good quality 20mm baits. Packages, you can we do drive and survive. We can provide meals, breakfast, a roll or a burger, chips or whatever you fancy at lunchtime, and then we have a set evening meal. Again, you can choose to have it or not have it. We can do airport pickups. The airport is literally quarter of an hour, 20 minutes maximum drive from here, so you can be 1 hour in the air and 20 minutes and you're setting up fishing on the lake, you know. Why should people come to Chateau Moulin? Peace, quiet, tranquility, a challenge, big fish, just a cracking holiday, you know. If you're passionate about fishing, you enjoy what you do, and you're a thinking angler, you're going to love the place, you know. Yeah, I mean, I've been here, I own the place, I've been here 8 years, and I still itch every day to get my rods out and have a go. I don't know everything about the lake after 8 years. I don't think I ever will. And for me, that's important, being a lake owner, to keep my enthusiasm, my interest in the business going. And yeah, as a fisherman, you see things, you do them. I mean, you know, it's how I dreamed of finding a place myself to fish, to have the opportunity to own something like this and share it with other people. Like I say, fantastic. You can't come to a better place, in my opinion, than Chateau Moulin.